Hello, Journey family and friends. Pastor John. Who is Pastor John? We asked. Guy's been away for a little bit.
Yeah.
Good to be back with you on this week's edition of Midweek Conversation,
Yes.
joined by Pastor Kevin Monahan.
Great to have you back, Pastor John. We missed you.
Thank you, Pastor
It's
Kevin.
good to have you back and back in the saddle. And you're preaching this weekend.
I
This
am.
is awesome.
I'm
It's going to be great.
Preaching this weekend. We're kicking off a new series. We'll get to that in just a moment. We are missing our sidekick, Pastor Dustin. Pastor Dustin is doing some family business right now, some personal family time. I think you mentioned it this past Sunday in the message. Riley is leaving the household and kind of going out on his own, working at a camp, doing online school and all that. And Dustin and TJ took him up to Georgia, Cleveland, Georgia. I believe is where he went, right?
Yep. So he's doing like a leadership thing with a great organization up there for the
Are you
next
familiar
year.
with that
Oh
camp?
yeah. Highlands. That's where Woodlands. That's where we've taken at the church that Dustin and I served at. That's where we did our camps, and they do a ton of like leadership development for college students, high school students in the summer, and it's a really great camp. And
Is it like a year-round camp though?
Yeah,
I mean, is there stuff that happens in the fall?
all year round. We would do winter retreats there. They would do leadership stuff. Even organizations, churches could go and rent some stuff out, and a staff retreat and all kind. They have like the water stuff and the gym stuff and all the archery and outside stuff that you see like camp, but very modern feel to it. And it's a great place.
Sounds cool.
They're excited, and I know it's hard. It's their first one taking.
Exactly.
I'm in that boat too. So
yeah, the first child to kind of leave home, it impacts not only mom and dad but the siblings as well.
Yeah,
the
whole family.
So the whole family. So we're praying that that's been a good transition for Riley and Pastor Dustin and TJ. And he'll be back with us here this week as well. So the GOAT. I was not here in July, but, well, first of all, let's just say this. I had a pretty low bar for Pastor Dustin, and he not only met it, he exceeded. I said, first of all, Dustin, I want you to meet every week in July. Let's have worship gatherings every week in July, because we haven't done that in 2 summers.
Right, with 5 Sundays. So it's
we
a
had
big
5
one.
Sundays,
Yep,
so we had a little bonus one in there. But Pastor Dustin called me on Sunday night. He said, I just want you to know I'm at that bar. We met every week.
Yeah.
But not only did we meet every week,
Yeah.
God did some really cool stuff here in July as I was able to kind of follow along and see. So the sermon series is called The GOAT, Greatest of All Time. And Pastor Dustin, Pastor Harvey, Pastor Russell, Pastor Jamie Snyder all spoke into that. And what I saw and what I heard, it looked awesome.
Yeah, well, not only what happened on Sunday, but we also had Summer Jam, which was awesome just to meet with families and get people included.
Like
and
330.
largest numbers that we had, and people coming back. It was fantastic. And
I was blown away when Dustin said 100 kids who'd never been to Journey before.
Right.
There were 100 kids who'd never been to Journey before that came to Summer Jam.
Yep. It's a great outreach to families and all of that. And then we're also wrapping up in July our summer interns that were here. They're great.
Yeah.
They've done a really great job in leadership development. They're going off to school and finishing that up. So this is their last week serving here, and just been really, really excited and proud of them, and looking to interview even new interns, down the road.
So Kaysen, Cameron, Peyton, and Samadhi.
So 4, yeah.
Our 4 summer interns. They've just been awesome.
Yeah.
I was only here with them in June, but I know my time I worked with them in June, they were great. And it sounds like they just took it to a new level in July. But we're going to miss you guys. Thanks for coming and loving the journey this year. And they're all seniors.
Yep.
So they all got one more year of college. And I think this has been a time to help them figure out what direction God's leading.
Yeah.
And some have already said, hey, ministry. Some have even talked about coming back, being
For residency,
residents here next year. So I think that's awesome.
It's going to be exciting.
Yeah. So August 4th, I think, is their last day with us, and that'll be exciting. This past Sunday, we did. Dustin called it National Signing Day.
Yeah.
Tell me what that was like, and what was that about?
Well, it was fantastic. First and foremost, it was great to see our team get really excited about people serving.
Yeah.
And so, Pastor Dustin shared about this, about, we have signing days for high school students who are like, hey, I'm going to Kentucky, and or I'm going to the University of Georgia or some of those kind of places. And people make a big deal about it.
Yeah, right.
And,
Oh, yeah.
And we want to make a big deal about people serving and getting involved and discovering their shape and how God's designed them for a purpose, on purpose, to serve and grow with other people. And so just going with the greatest of all time, the GOAT theme of having each of these ministries represented to serve and to share a little bit about what it means to serve in there. And it's like I was talking to our team this morning. It's just a starting line, because you can go online at Journey Christian /serve and find out, of different places to serve and to get plugged in and connect and conversations. And because sometimes people just see a small amount. They're like, hey, if I'm in kids, that means I've just got to change diapers. And they're like, there's a lot in kids ministry to be part of and investing in the next generation and all that. There's a lot of different, and Pastor Dustin highlighted some of those in production and tech and in outreach and connections and all the different, highlighting the ministries. And it takes such a community and a team to make us run.
Well, and just as of this recording, I think there were 64. Is that what we
somewhere
heard?
Around there, yeah.
Around 64 folks that said, hey,
I'm in.
I'm signing.
Yep.
I'm signing, I'm in.
Yep.
Probably even this week, that number will go up, which will be awesome. And as Pastor Kevin said, you can go right on the screen right now and see that link to serve, and you can sign up as well.
Or even if you don't know what you want to do.
Yeah, right.
Right? You need some help figuring out, like, what do I want to do? Maybe you know what you don't want to do, but you're figuring out, like, maybe I need somebody to walk through it. And that's kind of what we're here for too. Cass and her team and all of that will help us kind of figure out, now, what's the best area for us to make the most impact for?
Yeah.
So we'll help you with that too.
That's awesome. So if you didn't get a chance to see the message this past week, you might want to watch that first. You can do that on our YouTube channel. And then as you're prompted to serve, then to serve. But that was exciting. And part of why that's important that we do that is what Pastor Dustin announced this past week.
Yep.
That's going to be happening in the future, going to be happening in January of 2023.
Yeah. Can you believe how close we are to January 20th?
5 months away.
It's already August. Well, Pastor Dustin announced that in order to reach more, and for those people who aren't quite here yet, like, we want to expand our reach in January at the Apopka campus only, that we're going to be adding a third service. So that's
cool.
going to be fantastic, which I understand isn't true news to that's how we were a little bit before COVID.
Yeah, so our schedule on before COVID was Saturday night. We did a Saturday night service, and we did 2 on Sunday.
Yeah,
is what we did. So what we talked about doing over the last 2 years is because when we came back from COVID, we stopped doing a Saturday night service. Yeah. And a lot of that had to do with just volunteer resources, not being able to staff all the volunteers we need for 3 services. So that's a huge push behind the signing day that we did. But what we're looking at doing, I think, starting in January, is the 3 services would all be on Sunday morning. Did he talk about times at all?
Yeah, he shared the times as well.
8:30, 10, 11:30.
Yes.
Am I right?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah. We'll go to the tape to check that. Yeah, 8:30, 10, and 11:30 are the 3 times that we'll be doing on Sunday morning. That doesn't mean in the future there won't be some, evening option, but we feel like we need to maximize Sunday morning right now. And so that's what we're going to do in January of 2023. So very excited about that.
Very excited about that. It's going to be good.
Yeah, it's going to be good. So you mentioned something. We'll just talk a little bit about that. So August, beginning now, this month, kicking some things off. That also means I'm kind of starting my last lap. I call it my last lap as lead pastor anywhere, but here at Journey for sure. And I got a lot of mixed emotions about that, Pastor Kevin.
Yeah,
I've probably been reflecting on this a lot. That's what I did a lot in July, just kind of thinking.
Yeah.
So what am I going to do the next 5 months here? Because I'm not really going to lead a lot of new initiatives. There's a couple of things we'll talk about as we kind of move ahead here, but part of it's just trying to figure out this new season for me of what it looks beyond being lead pastor and how I can contribute to other ministries and mission partners, things like that. So we're talking about that. But so these upcoming 5 months, I told Melinda, I said, they're probably going to go quick.
Yeah.
There's probably going to be some tears. There's going to be some emotion involved, going to be some laughter, going to have some fun. If I know anything about our video guy holding the camera right now, Mark Wilson, who knows what he'll dig up in the past 12 years. We're going to actually do a whole series in later on in the fall, not the one coming up now, but we're going to do a series called the Viewer's Choice Awards.
Okay.
And I'm going to go back and kind of re-preach the most viewed messages that I've done over the last 12 years here.
Okay.
And there's a couple of them that stand out, and then there's a couple more. But the most viewed messages on all platforms over the last 12 years that I've done, and just kind of, we call it the Viewer's Choice Awards.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. Looking forward to that. But just some ways to just mark this moment, because it is, although I'm not leaving Journey completely, I'm going to be gone all year next year, it's the end of something.
Yeah.
It's the end of something for me. And it's the beginning of something new for Journey.
Yeah.
And we want to do our best this fall. And what's on my heart is I want to set up Pastor Dustin the best way possible for him to succeed, excel, and go and lead Journey way beyond. So that's what's on my heart. Yeah. And a lot of the messages that we'll be doing kind of reflect that as well. So this Sunday, we start a new message series I've been wanting to do for a while called What Kind of Church? And this just comes from a lot of personal experience as people show up at Journey and, hey, what kind of church is this?
Yeah, it's a great question.
It's a great question. And we want to give some answers to that because there are some definite distinctives that we have as a Christian church, as Journey Christian Church, and just trying to be real clear about that. Yeah. So it's kind of mission-focused, vision, refreshing on some of those things, but what kind of church? I'll say this again this Sunday. So when I was in Mississippi, I was a pastor in Jackson, Mississippi for 4 years. And Jackson, Mississippi has a lot of churches.
I'm sure.
Predominantly Baptist churches.
Yeah.
I mean, predominantly Baptist. Well, we were Southwest Christian Church. That was the name of our church. And I said this, if you weren't Baptist in Jackson, Mississippi, you were suspicious. So, people would show up and they would say, what kind of church is this? And I would say, well, we are a Christian church. And they'd say this. Okay, good. What kind of Christian?
Christian church, yeah.
What kind of Christian? And that's what we want to talk about this Sunday in particular. I think that's an interesting question and almost a little problematic, just understanding the brand of Christian. So we're going to talk about that this week.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Looking forward to that. Yeah. What kind of church? So I'll kick that off of this Sunday. I think also this Sunday is Promotion Week.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit, what does Promotion Week mean? Because it's a next gen kind of thing for students that are moving into the next grade.
Yeah, it's also, it's promoting them as they move up to their next grade. So we got kindergartners that are going to be kindergartners this year. I mean, school starts just in a very short period of time. And so now you've got those that are finishing elementary, and have
going into middle school.
Going into middle school, so they're on Sunday mornings. They're not going to be in an elementary where they're going to be with the rest of us in the main room, and they'll have middle school that meets every Sunday night and be
5 o'clock.
To be there and with discipleship and fun and all of that, focusing just on middle school. And then the high schoolers, there's a lot of them that are moving up and being intentional about that. And so, part of it is this Sunday as you come, prepare a little time, because sometimes it takes a little bit if you're moving your kid up, to get registered and stuff or have some of those conversations. And
it's a great suggestion.
And so it's a great time to connect with families. And I always think about those ones that this is their first time with a middle schooler.
Exactly.
That age and what that looks like and moving up. I remember that with each of my kids. I have a middle schooler And man, what a great season, which can be challenging, but also a great season in their development. And so we're really excited to be able to serve all of those age groups as we promote them as they move up to their grade level.
Yeah, so you might want to check out our website, what all Promotion Sunday means, and just particularly in Next Gen, because as Pastor Kevin said, it can kind of be a big deal.
It's a great
as you kind of move from one ministry room that your kid has been in for a whole year to a whole nother room and all that. And those elementary and middle school to high school, that's a big shift.
Yep.
It's a big transition. So that's this Sunday as well. And speaking of moving, you're moving.
I am. We finally closed on our house in West Palm and up here. And so this week on Wednesday evening, we'll start packing in West Palm and make the commute, the final commute up there, the exodus into the promised land kind of thing on
We're
Friday.
About
so all 5 Monahans here.
Monahans being here.
Yeah, so we're really excited about that, and then it's gonna be great and get settled and all of that. So it's been a journey, and but we're thankful to have that, and God's just been so good and so faithful.
And your new home is just a few minutes away from here, from the Apopka campus.
Yeah, like 6 or 7 minutes.
Worked out great.
Yeah. I mean, the only person closer is Pastor Jeremy's. He's like 4 minutes away. It's like, but it's great. Very convenient to what's going to happen. And God's just been really great and kind to us in that. So.
Man, we're so excited that you're here, Pastor Kevin, with your family, all getting here and getting connected. That's going to be really exciting for you. So, I'm very happy about that. And we have to say one more time, Tom, Paula Hafer.
Oh, the best.
We just can't say enough thank you to Tom and Paula for extending their guest house to you.
Yeah, and the Hudspeths
and your
too.
Family. Yes, and Tim and Robin Hudspeth.
Yeah, they've been fantastic.
Their wonderful RV that they made
it was
available
great.
to you.
Yeah.
So
super kind people here that just
aren't
help.
they great?
Oh, the salt of the earth.
Yeah,
the best.
Yeah, so great. So thankful for those families extending hospitality to the Monahan family during this time. And so this weekend, you'll be in your new house.
Yeah, that's the plan.
That's the plan.
That's what we're going at.
You don't know where stuff will be in your new house.
Yeah,
but you
unpacking
physically will be in your new house.
I just follow what my wife says, John. That's
there you go.
Like,
I love it.
I get it. We'll help get it out of the truck and then just wherever she would like it to be. That's
it should be.
That's the easiest path to take.
As it should be.
Yeah, she's great at that.
All right, so we are. I'm really glad to be back. Hey, just a quick word. So part of what I did in July, I traveled a little bit, played a lot of golf, but then my mom had kind of a couple of different health care emergencies, and it led to her being hospitalized, which then led to her being moved to a rehab center. And probably where she will stay, because the rehab also has a nursing home a component to it as well. This has been something that really my siblings and I, my sister, my brother, my mom has really needed that kind of care and that kind of attention for a while. She's not real happy about it, so but that's what she needs, and so. Some of you may have known about that. If you're not, please pray for Marjorie Hampton. That's my mom. She's 92, and just getting adjusted to kind of a new normal for her and the care that she needs. And my brother Rodney and my sister Diana, as they are there in Kentucky, really kind of interacting with mom on a regular basis. Just praying for them, because if you've had an aging parent that really needs some things that they don't want, and you're the child, you know what that's like, and it's not easy. So just praying for my brother Rodney and my sister Diana during this time. But so that's part of what I dealt with in July as well. So good to be back here at Journey. Looking forward to starting this last lap. Looking forward to this new series starting this Sunday. And as always, we are loving the journey.